Hey guys, what's going on? This is Spiguyver Backpacking. I'm Spiguyver, and today I've got a much requested video that we'll be working on. And really what it is, I showed this one for the first time last week. This is the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Did a little bit of testing with it, but I got a lot of comments that said it was very similar to these stoves. So this is the Soto Windmaster and this is the Soto Amicus. So we've got the three of them here, and you can kind of see there's definitely a resemblance between them. And really, to me, the biggest resemblance is not with the Amicus. As you can see, if we look at the heads of them, if we look at the height, the real resemblance is with the Soto Windmaster. And you can see it is a very similar stove, but how much they look alike isn't really a concern. We want to know how well they compare performance-wise. So this is a video I've gotten a lot of requests for. A lot of people wanted to see what the comparison was there between these two stoves specifically. There's also been a lot of requests for how it compares to the Amicus. We'll get to that one in a future video, but for today, it's the Soto Windmaster and the PRD, the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, going head to head. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to boil 2 cups of water. We're going to do it out here in the wind. It's currently about a 15-mile-an-hour steady state wind. Not too bad. We're going to do 2 cups of water. All the water is going to be coming out of this pot, or out of this water bottle. So I was talking with Devin from Backcountry Exposure. We both had ideas we wanted to do this. What'll be cool about this is he's doing the same type of video, but he's doing his out in Utah, where I'm here in Oklahoma. I've probably got a little bit more wind. It's definitely colder there, so you're gonna see some different weather experiences, some different weather conditions, environments that we're testing these two stoves out head to head against each other. So for the full story, make sure you go check out Devin, Backcountry Exposure. Check out his video where he's doing the same type of comparison. All right, guys, so let's get this thing set up, get this test ready to go. Let's go. Alright guys, so right here is where I'm going to do the test. It's not blocked by any of the wind, so it's going to be fully exposed to the wind. Like I've said before, that's not normally how you would use these stoves. You'd usually have them behind some sort of wind block, but I want to really put them to the test. I have a brand new 100-gram MSR, the ISO Pro canister here, brand new. Just took the top off of it, weighed it. It is 211 grams on the dot. I'm going to start with the Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Before you install it, before you put it on the canister, make sure it's closed all the way. So now that it's closed, had a little bit of fuel come out right there. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but had a little bit escape as I was doing that, but that's part of the deal, you know? All right, we're going to be using the Toaks 700 Light for the stove, for the pot. I've got my 16 ounces, 2 cups of water in there, ready to go. I've got my thermometer from the lab set up with 209. So 209 is the target temperature we're looking for. That is the boiling temperature at the elevation I'm currently at. So that's what we're working with. I've got the thermometer that will be in the pot while it's going to make sure that we know when it's coming to a boil. Let's see what the starting temperature of the water looks like around 53 degrees. So it's sitting right at about 53 degrees. So we'll monitor that. We've got the timer on here, so we'll have the timer going. And we're also going to weigh the canister after we do the boil test to see how much it burned, okay? So that's what we're gonna do right there, right now. Let's get this thing going. So put this up on top. And like the other tests that I've done with this stove, we are gonna go wide open, all the way open as far as it'll go. And I know some people have had some concerns about, well, you wouldn't really go that way, but it's really hard to do these tests if you don't have a baseline. If you open one up part way and one up all the way, either your fuel efficiency is gonna be off or your time's gonna be off, just to make it consistent, to make sure that we're testing both of them and having objective and not subjective quantities coming out at the end. we have to open both of them up all the way. I know that's not the way you would normally cook. That's not the way I would normally cook. But that's what we have to do to keep these tests the same. So let's just get this thing fired up. Both of these have piezos. And we're going. Timer started. Let's come back, see what this thing does for a boil. Okay, we are coming up on 200 degrees. There's 202. .208, 209, there's a boil at 339. 3 minutes, 39 seconds for a boil, and we'll check how much fuel was used in just a second. All right, guys, so we just tested the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, and it used 16.7 grams of fuel to bring those 2 cups of water to a boil in 3 minutes, 39 seconds. I've got everything set back up. I've got the Soto Windmaster on the new fuel canister. The fuel canister now has 194.3 grams in it, so 16.7 less than what we started with. I've got the water, 2 cups, back into my pot. Get that centered on there. Now the Soto does come with 2 different pot stands, the 3-prong and the 4-prong. I've got the 4-prong sitting right here. I'm using the 3-prong. I actually prefer that with these pots, so that's what we're gonna go with. I've got the thermometer and timer set back up, zeroed out, set at 54 degrees right now. So we will go ahead and get this one fired up, get the timer going, and we'll see how this one does. So here's the comparison, guys. Let's do it. Timer is started. Let's see what we get with this one. Definitely quieter. Noticeably quieter than the Pocket Rocket Deluxe. And the Pocket Rocket Deluxe is noticeably quieter than the Pocket Rocket 2 or the Pocket Rocket. So let's see what we get. Okay guys, we are coming up on 200 degrees, just past 3 minutes with the Soto Windmaster. Climbing, there's 202. And there's 209, 3 minutes, 20 seconds for the boil time with the Windmaster. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Let's see what kind of fuel usage it had. All right, guys, so today we were out here, we were testing out these 2 stoves, the Soto Windmaster against the new MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Very, very similar designs. Both have an integrated piezo with the wiring routed inside. Both have regulators and not needle valves. Both are about the same height. And if we put these on the scale, let's see what the weight is, what the weight difference is. So, Pocket Rocket Deluxe, 83 grams. Soto with the 3-prong, 67 grams. So, lighter, boils faster, and used less fuel. So the fuel it used was 12.9 grams of fuel. 16.7, 12.9. 3 minutes, 39 seconds, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. 83 grams, 67 grams. There you go, guys. That's the comparison. Additionally, I do want to say, in all of the tests I've done with the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, there has been an odd anomaly that I'm not sure what's causing it, but at some points it has a squealing noise that comes from it. It's not horribly loud or horribly annoying, but it's noticeable, and for someone that's looking for a quieter stove, the Soto is definitely quieter than the Pocket Rocket Deluxe. And the price is similar on the 2 of them. You know, the specs are pretty close. If you can get this one, but you can't find this one, you know, this is definitely one worth checking out. But when you put the 2 of them next to each other, the edge goes to the Soto Windmaster for sure. Alright guys, I hope this was what you wanted to see. If you have comments, if you think I didn't do something right, let me know down below. Maybe we'll have to do some new tests. Maybe we'll have to try some more things. But this was outside. We didn't do the test indoors. We brought it out here in the environment, in the wind, and put it to the test. Both of them can get the job done. That's for sure. But which one do you choose? Let me know down below which one you think you would go with. Alright guys, I appreciate you checking this out. I will see you down the trail.